The most shocking cybercrimes and hacking case studies. The internet is no longer just a tool for communication and business. It is a battlefield where cybercriminals wage war, stealing data, extorting money, and even influencing global politics. Some attacks are so sophisticated and destructive that they reshape industries, disrupt nations, and change the very fabric of society. In today's video, we are exploring some of the most shocking and damaging cybercrime case studies in history. From large-scale ransomware attacks to billion-dollar digital heists, each of these cases offers lessons on cybersecurity, hacking tactics, and the evolving landscape of digital warfare. Stay tuned as we unravel the most devastating cybercrimes of all time. Case number 1. The Sony Pictures hack in 2014. The intersection of Hollywood and cyber warfare. Imagine waking up to find your company's most sensitive internal emails, unreleased films, and financial records leaked online. That is exactly what happened in 2014 when Sony Pictures became the victim of one of the most aggressive cyber attacks ever seen. This wasn't just about stealing data, it was about sending a message. The reason? A single movie, The Interview, a comedy that mocked North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. How it happened. A hacker group calling themselves the Guardians of Peace breached Sony's security systems and gained access to massive amounts of confidential data. They began leaking internal documents, including embarrassing emails from executives, employee salaries, and financial data. The attack escalated when the hackers issued terror threats, warning of violence if the film was released. Impact and aftermath. Sony pulled the film from theaters, fearing violent retaliation. The FBI later confirmed that North Korea was behind the attack, calling it one of the first acts of state-sponsored cyber warfare against a private company. The attack cost Sony over $100 million in damages, plus untold damage to their reputation. Key takeaway: cyber attacks are no longer just about money. They are weapons used for political and ideological battles. Case number 2. WannaCry ransomware attack, 2017, a digital pandemic. May 12, 2017, a date that will forever be remembered in cybersecurity history. This was the day when WannaCry, one of the most widespread and damaging ransomware attacks, swept across the globe. What happened? WannaCry infected over 230,000 computers across 150 countries in just a few hours. It encrypted victims' files, demanding a ransom in Bitcoin to unlock them. Among the hardest-hit organizations was the UK's National Health Service, causing mass chaos in hospitals, delaying surgeries, and endangering lives. The root cause. The attack exploited a vulnerability known as Eternal Blue, which was originally discovered by the NSA, the National Security Agency, in the US. Instead of reporting the flaw, the NSA kept it a secret, until it was leaked by a hacking group called the Shadow Brokers. This gave cybercriminals the perfect tool to launch an unprecedented attack. A security researcher accidentally discovered a kill switch in the malware's code, halting its spread. However, by then, millions in ransom had already been paid, and damages exceeded $4 billion globally. Lesson learned. Organizations must keep their systems updated. A single unpatched vulnerability can bring down entire networks. Case number 3. The Bangladesh bank heist, 2016. A billion-dollar cyber theft. A cyber heist so ambitious it almost worked, had it not been for a simple typo. In 2016, hackers attempted to steal $1 billion from the Bangladesh bank, proving that cybercriminals don't just target individuals, they go after entire economies. How it was executed. Hackers gained access to the bank's SWIFT network, which is used for international money transfers. They initiated multiple fraudulent transactions to siphon funds into overseas accounts. The attack was almost successful, but one transaction request contained a misspelled word, triggering suspicion. The attackers still managed to get away with $81 million, most of which was laundered through Philippine casinos. Investigations pointed to North Korean hackers, making this one of the most sophisticated state-backed financial crimes in history. Takeaway. Cybercriminals can now steal billions with nothing more than a keyboard and an internet connection. Case number 4. The Equifax Data Breach 2017, a privacy catastrophe. When a company holds the financial data of millions, it becomes a prime target for cybercriminals. Equifax, one of the largest credit reporting agencies, failed to secure its systems, leading to one of the biggest data breaches in history. What happened? Hackers exploited an unpatched vulnerability in Equifax's web application. They gained access to personal data of 147 million Americans, including social security numbers, addresses, and birth dates. Equifax failed to disclose the breach for months, making the situation even worse. Equifax was fined $700 million for failing to protect customer data. Millions of people faced identity theft risks. The attack was later linked to Chinese state-sponsored hackers, adding a geopolitical layer to the incident. Lesson: data is the new gold, and companies must treat it as such. The future of cybercrime. Cybercrime is evolving. With the rise of AI-powered attacks, deepfake scams, and cyber warfare, the threats of tomorrow will be more advanced and dangerous than ever before. How to stay safe? Always update your software. Patching vulnerabilities is the best defense. Enable two-factor authentication. This adds an extra layer of security. Be cautious with emails. Phishing remains one of the most common attack methods. Use strong, unique passwords. Never reuse the same password across multiple accounts. Which cybercrime case shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments. If you found this video valuable, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more deep dives into the world of cybersecurity.